Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a new series of games which are featuring Master of Olympus Zeus. It's a pretty old game it was one of the first games I ever played as a young boy, and it's one that's always I always go back to because it's a really easygoing, very enjoyable game. So let's go through the adventures, and we start with Zeus and Europe. Uh, let's listen to the story. Right, let's start with a city. First things first, get the speed down a little bit. Oh, the commands are these. And we can start building a city over here. So this game is pretty much a city builder. You go through a couple of adventures, which each one featuring an ancient story of Greece. And we will start by first deleting this. The way my path will be laid out is depending on the city, and I think we should start over here. And I always use a certain pattern for my city layout. I think this is not the way I'm supposed to go through. Just going with this. Got nice entering of the city. This. And controls are not ideal. Need to find out whether I can switch them. First thing first. Let's get this one on the go. We some houses, so and I think my preferred mount is this. Clear it up, fill it with house plots. Put a roadblock over here. Then we need a market and some hygiene and safety measures. I think I can do. Well, I think we should make this as efficient as possible right away. Those there. Then we go into farming, and we need some farms to get food going. Let's put them like that. Of course, they need roads as well. So farms can only go on this purple. If you try to build them here, you see must be placed in meadow, and it's purple stuff there, which is of course limited. But, we have enough over here. We do have some fortifications already, which is always nice. So you can start building ahead. I think a road next to that. Can I still build some towers then? Yes, I can. Good. I can't build my storage over here. So I need to build that on the other side. Roadblocks in there that make sure that these guys stay within this area. Let's get playing. Alright, we need people. Of course we need people because there's nobody here yet. Now we can speed up things a little bit. Not sure where they come from. I think from here. Yes, they come from here. Yeah, for now it is. Can I change the key bindings? I don't. No. Don't think so. Right, here we have our first problem. Hydra is in the city, but it's all way over here, so it's not really troubling me. But it sits on the marble, so that's a little bit annoying. So I will need to find a hero who will be able to defeat it. But for now, I don't think it's in this mission yet. I'm pretty sure it's not. So for now, we're just gonna build up, get a nice city going. As you see, as villagers arrived, the building starts to work. There is always some part of fun in the buildings, I think. This guy is responsible that buildings don't get on fire, but his own ropes are on fire. Here, I don't need to say anymore. Do have the wolf over here. I don't like them. Yeah. What I think I'm gonna do is build a wall. It's pretty much. It's a pretty good solution to get them away, but why I really want the wall there is build this path. Let's take a look, because I think this only has one entrance, which makes it perfect. Doesn't have an access here. Don't have an access here on the back. And neither it does here. Which means this is the only entrance, and which gives us good amount to build our palace later. Although I can build it now, because it allows me to get some taxes going. And the palace is pretty much the building that, if it's destroyed when you are invaded, you have lost. Not the game, not immediately the game, but I think if you are defeated twice, you are considered defeated and the game is over. The first time you will be seen as a vassal state of the city that conquers you. You need to pay tribute. Really? Alright. Need more workers. I am pretty aware of that. We have food, and if we have food, we can build a food vendor. But I think I need another. Let's pause you for a moment. Get some more work. Let's build this one on this side again. It's, I really like that. I have enough buildings to put there. First, we need more citizens. This will get us more, because food is the next need they have. These buildings will get upgraded. Now they require culture. More people are on their way. Which means we can... These guys, those are the tax collectors. As you see, we earned 2 drachman this year, and we spent 2,000. So I'm not doing that great. Although you could say it's pretty accurate to Greece spendings, but don't want to go down that road. Right, our job is to get 1,000 citizens. I think this should be enough to reach it. I think I need more and higher tier of houses. Oh, stone. Right, let's take a look at... Oh, not like that. Why I didn't got a mention of that, I'm not sure. So we have a few neighbors around here. Some are friendly, some are less friendly. So this is an ally, this is an enemy, just like these guys. They are sending an army on the way. Argus is our ally as well. Just as Mount Palion, and the different symbols is this is a Greece city. This is us, of course, and this is a centaur village. And we have Libya over here. That's a far land that we can only interact with it by trade. And Knossos over here is not yet developed enough to open up to the world. Apparently we are. Right. 2 months. I don't care. I think I'm just gonna bribe them. So of course war is part of this game. I'm not as popular as you are, but I'm still great. People love me. Oh, but as you see, we have a high unemployment, which means we should do something about it. And my favorite thing to do about such things in the beginning is just build a lot of farms. Make sure we have a good production of food. So granaries are full. We can later build on sheep dairy. I think I'm gonna build that over here. Make this my farm, and I have more meadow over here. Maybe I will make this my organs. Maybe this, because here are wolves. Wolves, of course, will eat your livestock if you're not careful. Therefore, I most of the time put a wall around them, just to be safe. Wolves, of course, can't go through the gate. Normally, at least. It does mean we lose a small amount of meadow, but I'm not that concerned. My stock is most of the time pretty good to hold on smaller. Right. So this is our meadow field. Road there. Right. And first we start with a maintenance building because it makes sure that things don't collapse when building it. We start with some sheep, and when we're there we just build these guys as well. Right, get speed down. And get some sheep going. Goats, alright, and now we can speed up things a little bit, because if you are not soon enough with building the sheep and goats, the buildings will disappear. Right. There's a certain amount of sheep and goats each building supports. I think 7 or 8 or something. Doesn't matter that much. Right, so I was attacked, and they would come from here, which is very close by. But I've bribed them off, so they won't come. No supply. Oh, my food is not good. So wheat farms only get food once a year in July. The wheat farm in July. There are 3 different farms: wheat, carrots, and onions. Each having the harvest on another moment. That's not good. Yeah, things are not going good. Because I don't have any food, people are leaving. My house is downgraded. Not the best thing. And that's why I have some dairies on the go, because they will provide with cheese, and cheese will be delivered all the way around, all year round. There we have the food. As you see, farms gives a lot of food, a really good amount of food. We need another granary. That's how I like it. So they are all downgraded, and now because there is food again, they're upgrading again. And therefore new workers will arrive. Yeah, so each villager you click on has something to say. most of the time. It's a pretty fun sentence that they're saying. Alright, new people are arriving. All of them are paying taxes as I like it. Sports thing here as well. And now I need one for fleas, because I don't think I have one, and I do think they have some fleas over here. Not yet. But now the cheese is also coming from the dairies. Dairies, at least. So I don't think they're saying when they are loaded, apparently. Now we have a good support of different kind of foods. It doesn't matter. You can go with all game with just one food and they won't, nothing will happen. They won't complain. You can go with only one food. That's all I'm saying. Right, I need 1,000, so I think we will need one vendor of fleas. Which is the next thing these guys need. We have a pretty high unemployment, so let's take a look at it. We have a masonry shop, but as I already mentioned, the only quarry we have is over here, and it's pretty well guarded, so don't have any intention on going there. Which means I like to be orientated north, which means I should find another job. And trade is actually a pretty good one, because it allows us to trade with other cities. I'd like to make this my first trade center. Of course, now we don't have much to trade. We need maintenance, of course. Can I put gatehouse over here? Exactly. Let's wall up this side. So enemies nor your people can cross the water like that. They need a bridge. Right. Let's go. But more about that later. I think we will be pretty much I could go for wine. Can I produce wine? Oh my god. Can't produce sculptures either. Can't sell weed, but it's pretty finicky because if I want to sell weed, I'm basically selling my food. Not the best of ideas, I would say. Yes, still 90%. But in the future, it would be in our best interest to get rid of Hydra as soon as possible and get some food on the go. And get some marble on the go. Oh, wait. We still have Libya. What does Libya? They buy fleas. That's It's a good thing, because fleece is a very useful thing to sell. Right, fleece. They sell 24 a year, but I will limit selling at 12 a time. Therefore, gives some allow our own people to use the fleece as well. Just saw I build a monument. The monument is because we have won our first victory recently, and monument increase the desirability of the surrounding area. The better it is. Yeah, houses sometimes needs desirability, and of course buildings like storages, which is over here, and workshops decrease desirability to live there. Oh, that means we should be getting the message. There we have it. Right, and this was the first mission we have completed in Master of Olympus Zeus. It is also where this episode ends. It's a rather short one, because it's a very easy mission. It's one of the starting missions of the first adventure. I'm pretty sure other videos will be longer, will contain more building. But for now, I want to say to all of you goodbye, and I hope to see you soon in another video of Master of Olympus Zeus. But until then, goodbye.